thir tu te chi bai kan bu feka che u e tun chuma hian developed countries nurse te na an tho dan kan man sei do na hi Charkos Global Noya Mizoram Coaching Hub Chuan Company po tling lova nurse thanem tak mai lo tir swak to a chu mi pui te pon kan nge even ma hetia nga kal swa hi a him to kem ti te po hi zona tam tak ani china nu le pa te pon ram danga kan fa tian han kal hian kan in ngai to na se china a chen chu a lo tem zok mani se kan rama omero ti te po in kan lo in ti fo china amero chu tun nai hian verin lak tak tak ten ron chawwa tin sum tiang ko nga chuan I nurse ka soitak ang khan thanem tak an lo zuk tir thla to a sum te po chu a him to kem I amuna omnge aton share nei te ne na chang po in chu ron soi kan tum do na he tun chuma hian Charkos Global changa and try to te helai director founder te I kangau ka an ron chu do na ani ne na chang hian an experience te a him to kem tin I UK te kan ti te le developed countries sam taka in nurse na an tho hian engza chang an lo I omzia tok angem ti zong te kha tun chuma kan ron soi tur ani a chu tu na te po hen kan chianga na zir chhuak hi kan thanem ve to khop mai a I helaya kan enanga kan rama chuan I nurse lo hi alatam lo wani tuna hian sarkara chuan lo pangai takan neya amar chu private hospital kan thir chuan private hospital po hi sarkar hian a control theilem lova are chungchanga te po lo chatak po ala pe theilo nit pon kan share chen khata chuan stiang vel te chu nurse te din hunani a chen khata chuan an zir chuan le an thona a in full of veti te po kha om china chung zong te po chu helaya anit anton sha da changin ram chang kang zo ka lo chazok nei in tiang takin ngen kal theng ti kha ron soi kan tum chu ni a ti chuanin kan soi chen ma in introduction kan nei masalo kanga sitting right next to me is Dr. Seema Balian and he director and co-founder of Charkos Global and he apasal nena he Charkos Global he andina ni a tiswani na thangcha hian pimarwati achua ani he UK na sokme kania kalosha dan chang kumsom pathum vela om to ning ka sha aton sha tam pat kha soitur om dona dina thange cha hian pimari zo than chami achua ani he Mizoram OET coaching director at Mint ani this one athang bera hian pite te I kan ti pilarin moi fan I director Mizoram OET coaching at Chuboka kasoi tak ang khan e thili an boy pina se a voin lama te po chief minister de pon morning kan now share chu te po chu I tun malama kan en moi city ne po atho ho nan lo nei to chu te po chu kan ron talan thei tura kan in base ya so I've heard that you have a meeting with the CM today. So how was the meeting? Can you please share something?
Yeah, hello everyone, first of all, and I'm really happy to be in front of you to be able to share some of my really great experience in Mizoram. And yes, we did have the meeting with the CM today and it was very positive, and I'm sure that working with the government with all the help and support that we can get for all the healthcare staff is going to bring lots and lots of new opportunities to the Mizoram area, and I think we are totally working together with the government in this one, and I'm really excited about today's meeting and really looking forward to the future.
All right, thank you so much. And coming to our questions, my first question will be, could you please tell me briefly about your organization and what led you on to healthcare training and recruitment?
Okay, yeah, so I think that thanks anyway for a little introduction that you gave me. So yes, I'm the director and co-founder of Charkos. Now, Charkos is more than 20 years old company that we started, but when we started it was more of a healthcare consultancy company. But as time has passed, we have added a lot more things to it, and now we are into education, training and recruitment of healthcare staff from India to various parts of the world, whether it is UK, whether it is Germany, Italy, Australia and Saudi, Dubai, and also looking forward to working with the US and Canada as well. So have got a really vast portfolio of how we can help with the international career and provide all the opportunities to the nurses and healthcare staff all across the world. And hence the name Charkos Global, because we are going all globally. So I think that the reason that why we started the company was more of just to return something back to the country. Like long time back, we had along, and when I say we, it means like I and my husband and my partner in the business and co-founder of Charkos. So we went to UK as doctors, to work over there as doctors, and we also traveled the same journey that what nowadays the nurses are also doing, but we just took the doctor's path. And when we were working over there, the amount of learning that what we had, it gave us the more passion that we should come back to our country and give it back, and also to show the way to a lot of other people who would want to make their career the same way that what we did. And that is when we came back to India, and this is now nearly more than 10 years ago. When we came, we started with our working in the healthcare department, and one of the first thing that what we did was to establish the hospitals which were looking into the oncology services. And while doing that, we came across few other again healthcare related things, like which are the support services towards the healthcare and the hospitals, and we were bringing the best practices from the world to India. But during one of our visits to UK for some personal sort of thing, our son, he wanted to study over there. We came across one of our friends who was the chairman of one of the NHS trust, who then asked us that whether we will be able to help with the nurse recruitment. And that is when we started looking into it, which was now almost 5 years back. And so I spent a considerable amount of time over there to understand what are the issues, what are the problems, how can we help, how can we make it the program such that it is best for the nurses, it is best for the hospitals, and everyone comes out as a winner. And that is when we started the training and as well as the recruitment of the nurses. And we started with one program which was more of training for their regulatory exams. But while doing that, we also realized that there is a lot more that needs to be done as a backward integration. And hence, since then, we have been backward integrating to a level that now we have opened up the Charkos College of Nursing, Charkos Institute of Allied Health Sciences, so which is, we are bringing the best of education as well. So in nutshell, I can tell you that this is what Charkos is all about and why we started the organization. Sorry, it was a little bit of a long introduction.
No, that's okay. That's a good story.
Yeah.
And what are the countries that you are recruiting the healthcare staff to?
Yeah, so as I said that we started mainly from UK because we were working in UK, so that felt that was the natural way to go. But now we are doing the recruitment for Germany, and we are doing for Italy, and we are doing for Australia and Saudi, Dubai, and as I said that we are also working to open up the US and the Canada market as well.
All right. So I believe that there will be other institutions as well. Can you please define or compare Charkos with other recruitment agency? And I felt that Charkos USP, what is it about?
Okay, I would not like to compare my Charkos with any other, because to be honest, there is no one who is providing the services like Charkos. And the reason I can say that is that because Charkos is like your turnkey solution for everything. So you can come to us at any stage of your career, and we should be able to show you the paths of the end destination. And I'll give you an example for that. Say, for example, you are just a student who has completed your year 12, and now you are looking for a career option. So if you want to study in India, we have Charkos College of Nursing. You study nursing with us or even in Allied Health Sciences. And while that, we will show you the path that how you can approach to the international career from that. If you join us after you have completed your nursing and you are looking for international career opportunities, then we can start you from training with the languages, whether it is your English language or whether it is a German language that you want to learn. And we can give you that language training, and from that we will be able to provide you with interviews, with recruitment, the training for any of the regulatory exams which are required for any of the countries, and making sure that we work on all of your paperwork, the logistics for the visa facilities, visa requirement, booking your flights, and making sure that you are able to give your exams, you are able to pass the exams over there, and in future to continue the pastoral care for however long it is required. So it's like we are providing you the end-to-end solution and holding your hands for on every step of your journey. And we also work with the families as well. Like we know that if you have gone immigrated to a country, you would like to your family to join you as well. And we always help and support you to get either the family visa, or even sometime we also help to provide the job opportunities even for your family as well, if that is.
Is it expensive to do that?
Expensive for us or for the nurses?
For them, like for your client.
See,
like
it is
taking all your family with you?
No, I wouldn't say that it is expensive. See, always when you are going or when you are planning to move to a new country, you are looking for new opportunities, new growth. Yeah, and when you are moving, definitely financially you are going to be much better because it's a developed country that you are working in. And after the initial 2-3 months, which normally you will require to settle down, you are able to bring your family over there. Now, we need to always think in this way that when your family joins you, you have got another pair of hands to start working as well. So when 2 of you are working together, it is not going to be expensive. You will be able to give a good life make good life for yourself, and also you will be able to give good life to your children, and also you will be able to save money and send back home as well.
Yeah, at ko make like hey chen katsu pasal fanao ni to te po kan omme theya nursing te po khalai te po kan ngai event zone ani kan ringa kan nu puiten mani mai han kal te ka chu arem lo me the chu ban chan khalai te po kha an mani kal tang khan thil ti tur thil ti thei tam tak kha lo om ti kha alanga. Is there any charges for all the services that you are providing?
No, and I would really like to make it very, very clear that as part of the USP that you had earlier asked me of Charkos, that is also there, that we do not charge any recruitment fees or any of the additional training that what we provide once the candidate has been selected. We do not charge anything. So there is, once you get selected through us and through our recruitment process, you will get the free CBT training. There is going to be free OSCE training, whether it is in Mysore or whether it is in UK. When you are in Mysore with us, we provide you with food and accommodation, and we do not charge anything for that, and same is there in UK as well. And also we make sure that this recruitment fees, there are a lot of people who say that the recruitment fees is chargeable and they take a lot of recruitment fees. So it is very, very in bold things I want to really say that we do not charge any recruitment fees for anyone.
So you have highlighted some of the countries. Let's talk about details of recruitment and opportunities in each country. Shall we start with the UK?
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
Eligibility, how long is the process, and the benefits and all.
Okay, so the eligibility is that you need to have a basic nursing degree or diploma. So anyone with BSc or GNM, they should be able to apply for this one. After that, you will require the English language. Either you can do OET, which is the occupational English test, or you can do the IELTS. And you need to have a score of, like if you are doing OET, you will need to have an overall band B with no less than C+ in writing. And if you are doing IELTS, then you will require a band of or a score of 7 with no less than 6.5 in writing. And you can do clubbing of 2 as well, and I think that Mary and Teta are going to be taking that later on, but you will require that one. And after that, once you have got your basic degree, your nursing registration in India, and you have got the English qualification, we should be able to put you forward for the interviews and shortlisting. So most of the time we would also require people to have experience. Now I know that this is one of the questions which get asked quite often, that is experience mandatory? So it is always going to be desirable to have experience. Only some specialities are there where it is essential, but most of the specialities it is going to be desirable. we do provide some opportunities for the newly qualified or freshers as well. But when you are going to, after you have cleared your English and you are going to be contacting us, we will be telling you and providing you with the best opportunity. So even if you require some experience, we always will help you out to find the experience and to guide you in the right way, that which department you should be working, which are the most sought after departments. So we'll help you with that one. So speciality is also, people sometimes ask that, okay, which speciality should is more in demand and thing. So that keeps on changing, because today if there is ICU in much demand, suddenly the lot of ICU nurses will come, and maybe after a few months the ICU recruitment has been done and now it is the theatres which is more in demand. So that goes up and down, so it will depend upon when you will contact us. We should be able to guide you at the best one. Yeah, so this is the basic requirements which are there. So, and the rest of the things are after the interview, and after you are successfully interviewed, then we should be able to take you through the rest of the journey.
How long it usually take? Like a month or two?
A month or two is like asking for too much. So it depends, like at what part of your journey you are. So if there is someone who is just out of the college, then of course you will need to first do your English OET or IELTS. And now that is like, we don't know that how long people take to clear that. Some people are lucky and they do it in first attempt. Some people have to take few more attempts. But I can say that let's take the time from when you have cleared your OET and IELTS. So normally we say that our TAT line, or the turnaround time, is a maximum of 12 weeks, which is 3 months, to complete all of your entire process. Now, sometime people, they would have already been slightly ahead in their journey, and that can take them less time, about 6 to 8 weeks. And sometime it can take up to full 12 weeks, because there are few things you have to do which are not in anyone's hands, like having a police clearance or having some of the appointments of the things, and that can take slightly longer in some cases. But you can take around 3 months after you have interviewed and after you have been given a job offer.
Okay. Most of the viewers might be eager to hear about the benefits in working there in UK. Can you tell us that?
Yeah, so there are lots of benefits which are there. Apart from, obviously, you are getting a better salary, you are getting good living conditions, and you are having free education, free healthcare over there, and you are financially going to be very stable and well off. Apart from these things, you get a very good relocation package as well. And by relocation package, I mean that the hospitals usually will reimburse lots of your expenses which you would have incurred. Say, for example, when you are giving your OET or IELTS exam, so the hospitals, they will reimburse your OET exam fees or IELTS exam fees. Then they will also be providing you with the reimbursements for your application amount. Like, because you need to apply for NMC to start your the process of registration. Yeah, so there are 2 stages in that, and so that will also be reimbursed. And after that, there are certain benefits that Charkos also takes up for you, because we don't want the nurses to be out of pocket when they are in India, because there are certain amounts which are quite a big amounts which we don't want to pass on to the nurses. For example, like the visa fees, which is close to £300. Then there is an air ticket, which is almost can be up to £800. Then there is the OSCE exam fees that is there, which is £800 as well. So these are like big hefty fees which is there. So Charkos pays upfront for the nurses, so that the nurses are not out of pocket when they are in India. We do get our reimbursements back from the hospital, which happens after the nurses have already reached UK, but at least the nurses, they are not giving anything out of their pocket at that time.
How many hospitals are you working with? Like, do you usually refer them at the private hospital or the NHS?
So we work with both, the private as well as NHS. And we are working with more than 30 hospitals trust at this moment, but continuously adding more and more to that one. And we work with almost all of the prestigious hospitals, whether it is the Guy's and St. Thomas Hospital, whether it is the Birmingham Children's Hospital, whether it is the Maidstone and Tunbridge Wells Hospital, Shrewsbury, or there are quite a few which are there in Devon, Cornwall. All of those hospitals we work with in the with NHS, and we also work with private hospitals such as the Healthcare Corporation of America, which is the biggest healthcare chain in the world. So we work with them. They have 9 hospitals in London itself, and now they have just recently opened a brand new hospital in Birmingham. So we work with both the NHS as well as private, and we give equal opportunities to the nurses to choose where do they want to work. Over here, interestingly, I would like to sort of just emphasize on this, because sometimes people, they feel that, oh, working in private is not that good and you should be working with NHS, because it is almost that feeling that they have that anything government is more stable or more better, or that you should go for that one. So I would like to just make it very clear that actually you should take whatever opportunity that you are going to get, because in UK, whether you are working in a private hospital or whether you are working in a government hospital, the rules are the same. So it cannot be like the private hospital, the job, people worry the most about the job security. So the job security is also the same level in private hospitals, because the rules are very strict and no one can just chuck you out of your job just like that. Yeah. In fact, like sometimes there are more benefits if you are working in a private hospital, because your salary is usually more in the private hospital.
I see.
As compared to India, because most of the time they compare from India that because in India it is the opposite. That
Yes,
the private
exactly.
will have
Here
less
in our
salary.
state as well.
Yes. So I would want to make it very clear that in private you will get more salary. There are all of those relocation package which I was telling you earlier, they are also there with the private. The pension is another thing which they always worry about, that whether the government or the private. So in private as well they will be getting pensions. In some of the private hospitals they would even provide you with private health insurance as well. And there are a lot more other perks which are there, which they keep on doing for their employees, for a better employee engagement as well. And also working in the private hospital, you will get a better nurse to patient ratio, and the working environment is also, most of the time it is good. So I think that whether it is you are getting an opportunity in a private hospital or whether you are getting in NHS, you should not think in by any kind of a bias on that one. You should take whatever opportunity you comes your way, and we would definitely tell you the best opportunity based on your experience and your specialty.
Can they transfer their hospital after working for years, or maybe?
So when you are going to work in one hospital, normally we would say that at least for 2 years the hospitals will expect you to work with them. Now you need to understand that the hospitals have spent quite a lot on your relocation package and to give you that opportunity. So it is only fair if they are asking that at least to stay with them for 2 years. But it is also good for the nurse as well, because you need to first settle down, find out about how to work in that particular country, how to know the ways and everything before you decide that, okay, I want to move. Yeah. So if you want to move after 2 years, then it's fine, you can move. After 2 years you can change hospitals. Exceptions are always there, that if there is, say for example, your spouse has got a job in some other hospitals and you are far away, then I'm sure that any of the hospital will understand your personal circumstances, and from case to case basis we can talk about that thing, and it can be adjusted in whichever way.
When we talk about UK, most of the people, they used to talk about the living expenses. Is it that high or average?
Yeah, see, it is almost as if that you want to earn in pounds and spend in rupees. That will not happen. So if you are earning in pounds, you will have to spend in pounds as well. So yes, living expenses are in some places it can be slightly more, slightly less, but you always have to think in that that what are my opportunities. Now, if you start comparing, and I can just quote over here that when you are staying in, if you compare with the living expenses of Delhi versus Aizawl, then of course the living expenses are less over here. But then the opportunities are also less. There are people who would still want to go and work in a bigger city to get more opportunities over there. And that is exactly how it is happening when you are going to UK as well. If your expenses are going to go up a little bit, then your salary is also increasing so much more. Yeah, and there are a lot of ways that you can add to your income. For example, like whatever income that you are having, your salary, it is for 37.5 hours. Now, if you compare 37.5 hours, if you are doing a 10-hour shift, then within 3-4 days, you will complete that one. So you can do an extra shift that is going to add. If you are working on over a weekend, or if you are working on a bank holiday, if you are working out of hours, then anyway you get an extra pay for that one because of all these things that you are doing. So you get like a shift allowance on that one. So that normally adds on to your income. And then it depends upon your personal choice of living style. So there might be some people who are very like extravagant and they just go and spend all of the money. It's fine. And there are some people who save the money. So it depends upon your personal choice as well. But I think that we have lived over there for more than 25 years now, and I think that it is absolutely manageable. You are able to save the money as well. You are able to make a good living for yourself, and if you are a little bit more sensible and if you find out ways. And I think that there are so many people who are going to work over there, and none of them have come back because of that. So that is your proof.
Actually, me tikan ajiang biak tura kan ngaya itikan ram dang po kan sui le zelanga UK kan sui. So let's go to Germany. How is condition there, the eligibility, the process, and all benefits?
Yeah, so Germany is also a very exciting opportunities coming up with Germany. And in Germany, there are, I think that I'll give two options over here, that if you want to go and work as a nurse over there, or if you want to become a student and study nursing over there. So I'll tell you first about if you are a nurse and if you want to go and work over there. So the basic degree is the same. Either you have the GNM or your diploma of nursing, or you have the degree of nursing. And anything more than that is fine, like MSc or something is okay. And you'll need to be registered with the Indian Nursing Council. But apart from that, you will require to have the German language skill up to a B2 level. Yeah, it's the same way like if you are going in UK, which is an English speaking country, you require IELTS. If you are going to Germany, where everyone speaks in German, you will need to know the German language. So, and there are different levels of German language. You will need to be at a B2 level for you to get a job over there. Although at B1 level, we do the pre-screening and we would be giving a conditional offer letter to the people who are showing the right inclination, who are showing the passion of working over there. Now over here, we are also providing you with the German training as well, language training, so that you can learn over here. Now the German language training is slightly longer duration because we need to understand that English we have been learning since childhood in some way or the other. So German is a new language, so you will need to give it at least about 8 to 9 months for you to reach the level of B2, where you are fluent in reading, writing, speaking and all that. And it is very, very important for you to know German language because you are going to be talking to the patients over there, you are going to be talking to the colleagues, and it is a life and death sort of situation when you are working in a medical profession. So you will need to be very good at communication. So, but once you have passed this hurdle, then getting the interviews, getting the job, it is again within 3 to 6 months you are able to reach over there in Germany. The salaries are very good, so you will be starting as an assistant nurse because you will need to clear some of the exams, same way like in UK, once you reach over there before you start working as a registered nurse. Once you are a registered nurse, you can get anywhere between 3,200 to 3,900 euros depending upon your experience and thing. And then the perks and benefits, the relocation packages are also similar. That you will be provided with the flight tickets, your visas, the accommodation for the initial couple of months, so that you can settle down your family, sort of you can bring your spouse and your family over there as well. We are working with all big cities, big hospitals, so that you will be able to have a good lifestyle over there. And also the other things, in Germany as well, the education and health is free. So for everyone, so that is another added benefit that you have. So that is about if you are going to Germany as a nurse. But if you are interested in going over there to study nursing, now that is very, very good. And because in Germany, we have now tied up with various university hospitals in order to provide the nursing training over there. And for that also you will require the language skills, because again, for you to be able to study, you will need to know how to read and write German language. So that is there. But apart from that, there is not going to be any expense that you will have, because it is a totally free education. So you are not going to be paying any fees for your the BSc or the degree, that the nursing training that you will be doing. The training is for 3 years, and after 3 years you are going to be able to work just as a nurse. But apart from it being free, you will also be getting a bursary or a stipend every month of almost 1,200 euros, which should be able to cover up your living expenses over there. So it's like a no-brainer and a win-win situation, because you are not paying anything. Only thing is that you need to just learn a German language. And after that your life is sorted. Yeah, so I would like really tell everyone who is watching that whoever is looking for a good opportunity internationally, if they've just passed their 12th class, then this is the opportunity. So avail it, please.
All right. So we have heard about the UK and Germany as well. Next we have, I think, Australia. So
yeah.
So
Australia, so Australia is also very good, and we have like again the opportunities are same. Like if you want to go over there as a nurse, then there are opportunities for that one. If you want to start as a student and learn and train for nursing, then the options are also over there. So we have tied up with a university in Australia recently. So it is an Edith Cowan University, who is happy to work with us with providing a 2+2 program, which is in which we are going to be offering the nurses to train in the Charkos College of Nursing in Mysore for 2 years. So that brings down the fees as well as the living expenses, and then from there they go for 2 years. They will be studying in Australia. So, and after that they get a degree from the Australian university, and they are able to then just work as nurses from there onwards over there. Then there is also adaptation program as well, which we can offer. So that is some of the Edith Cowan University is also offering something called as an adaptation program, which is for 1 year. It is kind of an internship kind of things, where you will be learning about Australia, about the ways that healthcare is given over there, and you are during that time you will also be giving your exams and things. So after 1 year you should be able to work as a registered nurse over there. So we are working in all those programs, and this is also going to be very exciting, and a lot more opportunities are coming for Australia. Requirement point of view, again, because it is an English speaking country, you will require to have OET or IELTS. But over there you will need to have a full score of either 7 if you are giving IELTS, and a full score of B if you are giving OET.
And what about the other countries like Middle East and US, Canada?
Yes, so they are also in the pipeline. The Saudi and Dubai are going to be starting fairly soon, and they will be followed up by the US and Canada. So very quickly we will be starting this, but hopefully by the end of this year we'll be starting all these things.
So we have talked about the international opportunities like UK, Germany, Australia, Canada and all. And what about India?
Yeah, so going ahead with giving back to the country. So we obviously we do not want that we are just depleting the resources, taking people from India and they are going and recruiting them for out of the country. We are also, in order to make sure that we are giving back to the country, we are also working towards the better education of the nursing education, the allied health sciences as well, and that is where we came up with the Charkos group of institutions, under which we have the Charkos Nursing College and Charkos Institute of Allied Health Sciences. But also we are coming up with these unique upskilling programs for the nurses, where we are going to be starting with 4 specialities. Mainly it is pediatrics, oncology, endoscopy and operation theatres. So in which we will be providing these upskilling programs which are accredited by the Royal Colleges and some of the universities, in which the nurses are actually going to be learning and coming, so it's going to be almost a year to 18 months depending upon your specialty. So you will be, it is a skill based thing that the nurses are going to be working, but also they are going to be upskilling themselves going through this program, and they will be tested, and at the end of it they will come out with a certificate which is accredited globally. So this way they are going to be able to grow up and go onto the promotion ladder very quickly, even in India, and will be able to bring all the best practices and the best of the healthcare in India as well. So this is just a way of giving back to the country and upskilling and helping the nurses and other healthcare workers of India as well.
So my next question is, how is Charkos helping the health worker here in Mizoram?
Yeah, I think our association with Mizoram just happened by chance, and I think Maurat is going to tell a little bit more about that one in a little while. But I am really amazed to see the passion of the nurses over here, the dedication, the commitment which is there, and of course with Mary and Tetai helping us so much over here, we have been able to actually form this little community almost over here with the Mizo OET center over here, where we are, or it is a hub, that what we are calling, or a mock, and where we are providing the OET or the IELTS training. And it is like a hybrid model that we are providing, that all of the nurses, they come over here and we provide the trainers who are online, so that the nurses, they can learn the language. And till now we have recruited like almost close to 100 nurses after they have trained English over here, and they have then taken up the rest of our path of recruitment, in the interviews, training and everything, and they have gone through the end-to-end Charkos solution, that what we were talking about earlier. So this has been so successful, and as I said, that it is like really amazing that how hardworking people are over here, and they are actually making a difference and giving that little hope and the path and the light to all of the nursing community. And now we are also giving like the radiographers or occupational therapists, so we recruit them as well. So we are going to be extending the services to them, and we are now going to be teaching German language as well. So I'm sure that there will be
here in Aizawl.
Here in Aizawl. So we can provide the same opportunity of either they want to go and work as a nurse in Germany, or they want to become a student in Germany, so that they should be able to get all these benefits which are there. So yes, German, the Mizo is very close to my heart, and you can see that I'm totally becoming a Mizo girl today.
Absolutely.
So nice. I had a wonderful time, and thanks to Mary, Tetai and Maurat, so to introduce me to Mizo culture and Mizoram.
One last question. Do you think German opportunity is the best option here?
See, I wouldn't say that one is best or the other is not, because it depends on everyone's circumstances and everyone's choice as well. But all of them, they are good. But if I were to say that what is an upcoming opportunities, then I can definitely say that Germany is going to be a very sought after opportunity, and hence it is better that if you get into it early on, you will get that early movers advantage. So yes, I would encourage everyone to start learning German. English you already know.
Yes. Actually, medical opportunities yang kan ngai tha อัตงาเฮียนพิมารวาติเตพิเมริเลพิเตเตตินชัวอันนี้พอเฮียนต้นชาตั้มตักสวยตัวนั้นในตัวนะพิมารวาติที่เรามาก็สวยตะกันกันยูเคอะคุมส่งปฐุมเวลแล้วอมตัวตัวนั้นเฮียนเนสนะทบเมกตีนเฟียเบอร์อเมกันฉันมาสักดูสุเองตินเงบุลินจันดานะคะเอพิซีไม่จวนเชนจงก็สูเราสวยตัวตามิโซจงเงยสวยแต่พอกันหันง่ายถ้าเจียงจากเดียวกันละค่ะบุลินจันดานเตอินินตันดานให้มีเราก็สวดดานให้มีนันชิลละ
เนี่ยอาทิตย์ละมากันสวยตัวอังคารนินกี่ฮีกุมโซมปฐุมเวลจูอิวเกฮิอันกอมตัวจวนตูนอังอา opportunity ทราเล service เล overall services อังคากันในเราวางินมานีติอินมานีอินซอนจบคานกันกัลตานีอินเทอร์เน็ตที่ตูนอังอินชัลลบากะ explore ดันเตอละตำตกเลว่า information สเตค่ะอละตำตกเลว่าจูวังจวนินกี่มาเนี่ยกันเชียร์เตเล newspaper จังกันเชียร์เตค่ะอันนี้ไม่ยาอีจวนหุ่นรีตะค่ะ healthcare assistant อังอินกัทกะจวนมาเนี่ยอินซีจบเละติดเช่าคานที่คานnurse ค่ะกันนิชวะจวน nurse นิตูร์คานิน exam ช่างอมกันติโตค่ะขมียาอัตโตเบอร์ค่ะโอสกีค่ะกับมาบักคานินเกมากติเทโตแล้วจินค่ะกัทเลงะจิตจวนagency ช่างเตกันcontact กันโจคานินอัน service provide ตั้มตักค่ะกับมาโมลาวกับ initiate วางคานเล hospital ละกับเราโถวางคานินมิน assess ตัวค่ะกับมาโมอันเรา provide เราตัวมาอินจวนอันนี้ฮีกันดีละกัน provide เราวันเตียมาเซซีไมปัสลชาชีค่ะกัน request กับมาโมดอนละว่ามิน mock test เจ้ามินติสักเทียมกติยาอันติไงเราอังคารโอ้รอนกันละกันเราติสักดอนเซเนียอันติยาติสวกันกับวักละอันมาดีทรูกันกับ pass เท่าเวตาจวนจุมินูจวนหุ่นรีตักขัดกัน contact จุกันอินในชวากุมสังนี่เละสมเนคานันปายันไว้ขัดจุมินรอน text จวนอินมารัดอินตินเงมิโซเตฮีรอนกัลลุเตียนอมังเอ็มรอนเมลชียตมิน introduce ตัวเตียนเอ็มรอนเตอาวัชดอนเวอินเบียอิลากันเตียติสวางกันอินบิชาวตากีมุกปุอินะกะโลกัลดานเละฮาร์สัตนะกันโลตันโตอิติไม่ยังกีมาบากะมิดังโลอมโตเตปุอินะกันโลมูลาอุเละเฮมีฮัมชัดนะกันในเวลาวะค่ะมิดังลารอนกัลดูตั้มตักกันอมันติเชียนอาวางเละมิดังตานะopportunity ชาติเชียอินที่คันกันหัน introduce ตากันชิลกัวละอิติไม่ยังที่คันกันเฮลายา agency ชัดกันอมันติเชียกันเชียดคันที่จวนกัน news ค่ะ spread แต่เจลนี่จูอิติไม่ยังจวนกี่มังเกนั้นมานี่ดิจินาสวยอังคานินโอสกีเทรนนิ่งอันนี้นะมุนสุนทรคันกันกับวักละกับวักมัวกันอินเบียกดานจังเตตินันนี่นูเลนูอันดูยิบนูปาฮีส่งอิวเกียติโปเราทกเร่งตัวด็อกเตอร์ติโปเรานี่ตัวอันนี้วางคานันรินตลากเสียเตเลอันสุนทรอินติโปขยันปุยไม่ติคันbedroom ตั้มตักอมนาอันนี้ติเด็กกับว่ามัวกะโลมัวตัววางคานอันรินตลากเสียค่ะกับว่าเชียอติระสวยโซตัวอังคานินมิตั้มตักินักันเชียดูกี่บางไงปุยนาติระจังกะโลเชียดูขจูอันรินตลากเงมกะริงไทยเงมโอค่ะอันนี้วางคานกี่มาปุอินกับว่ารินงาละวางคานกันเอาติเลกะเชียนติตานปุอินรินตลากันนี่โดนติกับว่ามัววางคานกะ introduce ta iti me nga toy zong in ti chuan the ang angin kan han trana class te online in han kala covid lai te ani wang khan face to face khana ti thei lawa ti chuan online khan an han ti tapok popa chuti lai chuan chung ko chiat na kan to ka tumlo de mai khan emergency in karon ho angaya chuan khalai karon ho tumlo de karon ho kha mang ang taka online iti mayang kachong try na chan na khalai kha harsat na le chiat na chau ni lawa engtin nge midang te tan ma som na he hun hi ka man theyang ti kha pathian ne na ka dir na ni a chuan ka holama ri ru le taksa in atwara chuan ni mule malpo nei lovin kan om chau khanin kan ti na zanre ute te nen hemi in chung nge ya hian zanre khan kan soi chua ka pui nurse te hi pui an ngai zia le OET center din apui mo zia kha ka soi chuaka an ni pani hi ka request ta an ni hian enge ni po shat lo tang khan an lo tlom ngai takin tan an lo la atira phei chuan student te kha an nei tam tok lova a thonin iti mayang lo po nei mu mal lo khan tha ing mo zat kha chu an ti an be te po dong lek leka amaro chu kani encourage lo nei lo ma ole mitam tak tan mal som na in thlen saka chu wang chuan heng te po hi ni ti te po kha kan han in remind an ni po in rong bol na ngai te po in an han ti lop ani enge mo chen kha amaro chu tu na hi chuan mitam tak mi som thum chuang success story kan nei to ni
ani chu angai dom le me atron kin an mani lama chang po in kan langai thanga ani le mo kan shat chan du chu anin ka ka ngem ti ngamang ani ngem ti hi he entinan tuna azir chwa ke chu an kum han en taila an no pang ani nu le patina an dua ten lo ni ta khang tiang han tir chwa mai ram hla tuk mai entinan in mulokang ti han in ban mai thei thil kha ani to chin si lawa khalai tak mai khan engtin nge rin tla kan ni ti kan sha tang ti lai kha soinon le lok ka duwa tin an mani na service and provide thei china kha engting nge
ama ina aron soito ang khanin abikin UK ke chuan ramdang zongjong kha cover lawanga UK bi ka chuanin kima tong kam bi ka chuan door to door service katimaya ke ni chuan kan thlo na tur te kanin tum sak veka kan kaldan tur kan thlen na tur kan chuka kan omdan tur engkim khamani in kanin boy pui veka chuti rualin tu na chuan Mizoram chunga nurse and training chuaka Mizoram chunga attend experience nei tamte an umrualin experience nei mia lo po in anon thleng cheu to ni tu na khwan chu wang chuanin a safety hi chu kan va soi vek theilo khuta anon tonga khoi muna po crime te po om ve thei tho khalai kha chu kan va soi sak theilo ani amaro chu an ma ni thua kal a safe na kha chu soi ang khan engkim heta abule tangin English kha anjir tir theya chuan an pass thang khan an pass chung le an pass theilo le voyeng zat nge exam ngai kha chu ami mal a in ngata amaro chu an lo pass tang che khan an ni hian an take over ngal ta interview an ma ni experience zirte khoi wa ta nge ing department a nge an lo tho to azir khan ti khan an boy pui ta ngal chara a process chung hi asoya atam ati tur an shiat phak lo hi thil tam takhi an ti sakani ti tur tama khunglaya develop country iti ang che khan thok tur an ni government da te private hospital po ni se thil achang tlung documents provide tur tile ti tur sang atamani department ti tur te chuwang chuanin khang zong kha an ni hian nursing council registration start atangin engkim an boy pui sak vek top email an siam saka katiang kan registration an paperwork zong an documents te an upload saka merit na chang chuan an tiboka katiang kan engkim tak meu kha communication employer te atang le an ma ni nan ti turang zong kha an ti sak veka police clearance te kha chu an ma ni nan ti ve ngai ta ni chuwang chuanin an ma ni personal safety lampanga kha ero kha chu thil soi thei ani lawa amaro chu an ma ni an rin tlak zia chu ka soi ang khan an ni UK doctor na lo thok to ship te kha chuan eng ma kha an ti swal ngam don lo shim ti ka khrechiang ani eng po lo ti sta se cheng khat pound khat po diklowin lo khoi se an tania na pui thei so kane chu wang chuan thil diklo kha an ti theilo ba ka an ngai to adangam don lo ani ti ka hrichiang ma ke chuan mo khalaya kha an ma ni arin na ka nga na chan pakhat ani karin na nga ange khan tu na hian mitam tak an ron thleng to an lom an ni po hian ishi ve zelang an ti athenina living expense tele cost of living te an han soi chang khan si minus soi ang che khan apaunin ana apaunin an spend kha angai wang khan entinan atira bi ka chuan arupi sin kan han convert zela harve thawan ya tam lo thailo ta ma se kha chu adaptation period kha om ve ta ni atua kha chuan kan ngai to ta lem lova chuwang chuanin an ni hian amun thlengin mania local tipo an omna tang hian darkar thum te po kalania taxi in an thla thleng thlap ani an dam chunga an mani an pay to lo to manin darkar thum khat tu wang punga kal ngai to lowa asoi ang che khan sikhen attempt te po nei se an book sak le veka an lo fail palani po in an han shwaya ailana te e hotel an book sak khapa taxi airport pick up door to door service tak meu kha an boy puya a free in training an omna huna an pek ba ka an thlen hlim hian employer azirin thali te po athonin an omtir shin ani
chuanin kan shat chak mem chu lo chung chang hi ania hi engza tin nge tlang puin khulaya engza velin ngen chan chin
ni lo hi mi tam tak shat cha kani in open ba google atang te poina search thei veka engza nge an senior dana zir tele an levels economic zat ki an tho to atangin achut thei veka lo hi an tho na huna zirte an tho hour zirte zanan thokem chuan an thokem ti atang a in tam thlei thei ani a double te poina ni thei ani entina london nei tho chuan I lo atam zoka zan chau I tho in atam le zwalanga weekend a chau te tho in atam le zwala a basic khatiang ni lo enhancement kan ti tamo zan lamte le holiday te sunday te khatiang a tel lo khachwa tel lo khanin atlang puin nuai somni pariat nuai som thum vele tang a intrana chu text ma ani thunga kum khata mo chu engting nge kan soyang nuai thum bor vele tang chuan an tran thei ni chu text back duwa po mo atlem bera itiam atlem bera
a han khai kin chuan tero en thlau viau don na a chan chu kan poisa lut na le khulam poisa lut na ka chuan anglo tlata chuanin I jing khan dr simai khan ron se khulai chuan NHSI sarkar hospital in private hospital kha an pay chat jok thu kha ron soita kan ram len han khai kin lang chuan kan rama chuan I post wa ko chuan sarkar post wa ko chuan private hospital a thok de zong hian an di langem ti turvel ani ta chu ti khop chuan sarkar hi I lu kan tum na sa ni amer chu posted tam lo ta khalai tak mai private hospital la khan khulai chuan an lo an pe kha lam sang jok ta chu tuna rong kal tur te po hen private hospital te hi enge an on lam hi ni deu zel lo mo
helaina an on dan hi chu hriat thiam tu nai chami tam zo khian private han ti khanin an du lo phat thin ta ka hre thiam lu tuk thowa a chan chu isoi ang che akan hi ta chuan private a chuan lo atlem zo ka security a om lo zo ka wangin khulaya chuan private a lo atam benefit support tam tak pension contribution tele sick pay te maternity engkim om vek ta ni ni china lo kan soi a khan lo ngor hi anilawa career development training min pek zong te po private a pon pe thowa NHS government hospital a po an pe thowa tin soithia mahara private akala tho ngai lo wangin acha soitur ka shilo tu na hian NHS ka thok me ka training min pe tha ma min pek angkha an pe ve thau chena ni ti ka sia amaro chu engang che angi an pek kha chu a hospital azir tele a department azir kha ani ve anga tin tuna hian ni china HCA aron soi pakhat kha kan hospital building bulchi a hian an ron sa ani chu tuna hian tuna nurse muto thok tur visa nei to te po an omani chuan khami kha tho ho na te po kha om ve zel tho anron kan building kan hospital building dot che anon sakhan chan tam tak nei ve tho ani an tho kho vek thowa chu tiang che chuanin tuna hospital thar ani awangin kan tho puite pon mania ni somni pariat mo nak tuk le hian open interview omdon kakaldon an ti cheu chu ka tho puite chu government a thok lai an nia private a tho kha an du zok min offer zirin an ti chu tiang chuan lo ba ka enge min provide thei mo ka lo ba ka hian enge benefits ka nei darkar engzat nge annual leave min pek theya sick leave engzat nge ni ti ang te po anyang chu ba ka eng ang career development nge min pek thei training min pek thei ti te po nyang mo khatiang zel khan benefits ka athena NHS a thamai theya athena private a thamai thei chu compare vek kha thir har anilo omzia chu athenin private an du line athenin NHS an du ve tho amaro chu job opportunity kha tam ani
ale alo momle medican atula ni chuan kan no let lenga athlang che hen primary achua ani helai center enkol tu jing mi kha ni I kanan soi du chu OET kan tia occupational English test ti kha ค่ะเฮ้ยรำดังกับโดนจานอันสุดปิดดรเสียไม่เราสวยต่างกันอินเองง่ายๆนัทโดนไปจานเองง่ายๆอัตเลว่าที่เทเราทิลคานี่สมัยจอนเชื่อตัวตั้มตะคันเราเนี่ยโดนOETที่ตัวคันเอ็นที่นั้นin qualificationง่ายๆที่assumeเซนซ์ติค่ะ exam เวลง่ายๆที่ค่ะมินเชื่อเทจานกันล้อมก็ต่าง
โอ้โอเล OET coaching ที่ตัวเฮียนnurse qualification เนี่ย GNM และ BSc จินจงลำ upwards คันอัธยาจวน ANM ปนอันดูจันอันดิเททมาโรจู ANM จินก็จู job opportunity เอาจวนเราวางคันจะเข้าเราตา training มาเสจวนcoaching ฮี 3 months course อันยาสิ่งนี้เลยสังขัดอันนี้ตาถ้าทุ่มทุ่งค่ะอักวาร์ตาอามาโรจูมิชิงกันอินอังเลวะอาเช่นอินทันนี้เดถ้าทุ่มทุ่งเดียอันพาสเทไลคันอาเช่นจูใช้เงินมาจากค่ะอันซิร์เวตยังไงตาอาตามโจคินถ้าถกปาเตออนไลน์เตอันนี้ตาค่ะบางคันหุ่นอันเป็กเทดันเตค่ะอินอังเลวตานี่ข้างค่ะถ้าทุ่มบากอันกัลเบลคันถ้าตินคาฟีค่ะอมตาอามาถ้าทุ่มทุ่งค่ะจูอังไงเลวะอักวาระอาบากจินอัทลีนเตอัทงานเตค่ะจูเปอร์มันตินฟีค่ะอมาสังสริเซลอันนี้ตาโมจวนจะมีบากจวนอัน exam คันอันนี้ ready หุ่นค่ะ trainer เซนกัน evaluate ตาจวนอัน exam หุ่นอัน pass จวนนักค่ะzon pui ngal kha an ni ta
ani chu chu khui mun angen exam chin
Guwahati le Kolkata a thei ta mo so an alternate Saturdays in the nikar tha kyan an conduct reng ta ka kan du ni kan zuk book me ta
chu an mani in expenditure ka chu an mani
exam fee kha sing thum sang ni atanga sing thum sang level in car anita achan chu Australian dollar pe kanita exchange rate azir khan kan book lai taka exchange rate azir khan adang lam ve ta ni chu chuan an lo pe phota chu exam fee chu an mani paisa in chuan an thlen huna employer ten an refund le tur anita mo khami exam fee b ka kha coaching fee ni lawin
so na ni le mohilai in car transportation ka chu an mani tum tur ani
na flight tickets te kha an mani in tu manita
so na ni le tikhan an zuk test an band score tu rang khala scoring low qualified ta se khami kha OET khan expire hun kha anem
kum ni chung aveli ta mo exam result achwa achanga kum ni chung aveli 2 years
ani le entina kha ni china po khan lo soita achen chu na thok pa te I le ka zir pa te khan coaching khan local ta kha zir hun chung bi tuk de bi kin nem entina thalruk chung in wan kal swan hemi hi a limit ani e zir thei hun chung ani kum kha ta ni cha entina thla som pa ni tiang chi kha o mem
shan leve kha ka chu
an du chen an zir mai
the chen an zir the mo an du hun hona exam ani ready hun hona exam ha kan book sak or an mani pon an book theya chu du an du hun le an ready hun kha ni me
ani le ani le mo atang puin I haran TM test kha
reapply nga ang reng ol ti deu an oma chuan har ti deu te pon oma atang pui chuanin ol ti le har ti chang an ne ol ti chang an nei a test a paper a zirten intinan reading kan test ta tungkar mi chu olan lo ta ka le mi haran tia kha tiang de khan writing test te po mo a topic azir te niam chu
ani le khami chunga khan mo reading speaking listening le inting e kha writing khami shang kha score chat vek kha ngai nge tro entinan writing a khan lo score thre se nge angai thak lama te atong lama ten lo week si kha chuan lo chak lo si kha chuan kha an shoot wal vek ti na em ni
ashan chewin an pa sanga ya mo chuan clubbing kan ti ta pass dan fail de thausi fail dan hiam lutuk ni lo kha an omani khami ngai dam the anga kha an next le an exam khan an pass na ve la kop khan a club the
ani hey we khatan law exam na le an second exam na kha
an ti chat na ve kha ala kop the an mark sakhamo
azia don su ti ro we khatna law in ja tling law pon
chu ti anga pass an omnwal
ani chu
chuan ka soi mai kan soi non le lok ngai chu OET exam kha 10 first attempt to pass ma se pass cha lo te kha an china chu du za to exam theya an du chan voi som pon exam theya chuan a pass to te UK an thlen thlak nuwa an tho khan pin number an nei to kho chon exam no nangai to lowa an extend don ani po in visit renewal ani don po in kha exam ngai to lova ama an pin an exam to in an pin aneya kha ani to angai to lo
ani le mo I tuna khan I ran soita chen su voice om swang te po voice om te po exam non the iti khani ta sumi chu an exam piang an fee soi kha an reimburse the ti ne em ni
voi khat chau an pass na chau kha voi khat exam chau kha
jana thang ber pi te te chu ngoi roi te de he dar ka khat bel su lo ngoi
ngai na lom mi dang soi kha mo
aton cha tam tak te po soi tu rom do na MYC lam tin en po khan sarkar ministry masala ma khan tho ho na in lo nei to ani kan share tu chu enge indin mun di kha kan she du tin tun ministry thara yan tho ho na hi om le thei do nem
alom om khopa kan tan tir kan first batch atang te khan te atang khan MYC te khan in sponsorship min lo pe theya nima selang in kan thewanga kan sarkar hi leibanga ani sum lama har satna om chhotrana mo tin kan MOU kha Charkos Global tenen ania mo Charkos Global Head Dr. Shashi Khan Saina le lama chairman in Saina MYC mo chuan ka chu ala tha chu anti maro chu tuna chuanin khami MOU kha ni to lovin hey kan chief minister te kan health minister te po hemi nurse te le thalai te ta na hand holding le thalai te ta na opportunities na thatak tak om theina tur an tui em an phura in chewanga kha kan chief minister pon British deputy high commissioner te po alobia mo khatiang kan riat khan ke mari pon kan bo zuya chuan kan lai la khan meri ne na kan han mu masak khan kan lai la khan chief minister khan in kan engeni MYC chairman la opposed po lalwa lo khamin a phone ngala mo hemi sponsorship hi ti zong nge ni ro se ti khan angai poi mo zia kha asoi lang ngala ni mar chu voina nia di china Dr. Sima izo masak ber kha voina chief minister tenen chuan kanin kom le kan mule chuta chuanin officer on special duty te po khan tela chuanin engemo ahma aya MOU thazok state tan po adu omzok tin sen so po chen fak omzok tu ang chi kha duan that turin kan soi nita berin
ani le chu tian chuan local theita se paperwork chu lo fill theita se engzat velin ye sarkar hian mimal apui theya
chu tak chu ama ka chon singa tiro kan petopa an petopa ni
chu engatan berngin man te mela
chu singa chu heta an fees training tuition fees le an OET exam fee kami in kop kha kami bel khom kha singa kha an petopa ni maro chu an kalman te kha chon mai tum angai ta thowa selangin vo in khan chip chair zokin ron the lut ulamin ti mo chief minister te po khan engeni an mani nan sen so ngai chia ti te reimburse chu eng angjat nge ti te le tin Mizoram kha CBT Dr. Siman ron soi kha CBT ka the OSCE training tu kun Mizoram kalangaya amuna training le food lodging everything free ma ni se an kalman te khan tumangaya khatang khan eng nge helai tanga nurse te ta na an sen so ngai chin ti kha chip chair zo ka le huam kim zo ka soi ho an du CM office lama tang po khan mo tu alom om kan ti tin kan han soi du mai du lo po chu mai du lo chu hey state re thei kan ni kan theba chu wang chuan kan state tan te le kan state sum le pai tan MYC lama tanga an sum pek te po man la zok ani thei dan tu po kan tuang cho zel tu ranga yang มาไอ้ชายMOU กันเด็กกันไปเส
อันนี้เลยมอจุลาจันโซนกันโซเบลดูล็อกเจจูเฮลัยมิโซรัมcoaching hub ให้มี coaching hub ปะ in register สงคันจุอันดงเทโดนตินังเงีย
นี่เราไป attend to in register มาเส exam เปตโลเตปอนเอามา course ตัวโลเตมอน drop out เตมมาเสลังเนี่ย exam in หัวมา exam กัลตัวเตขับมาจนกันเปตเวกันนี่จุงตักจนเนี่ยเองไงนี่ in เรนเจมซองอินเองตินเนี่ยกันกัลปุยเทียงติค่ะไงตัวน่ะเซงซอกินกันเรลเฉากระดูจุกันดูหลานดีอินกับฉบับมอเอ็นตีนนานกันใส่กันซึงสำลอกกันสองค่ะกันติดระเบียงค่ะสปอนเซอร์ชิพอันโหลดงอาบาเสอัดอันโหลดลิงโหลดแต่นัวละแต่คันอันสปอนเซอร์ชิพมันนี่ปอยซาค่ะจูอัดหอนอันนี้แต่เรื่องว่ามาเสลังเองตินเงี้ยจูอายาเองนี่ซุ่มเซฟซองอินกันกัลตีร์เทียงติดพวกกันไงส่วนกันไงตัวจุยตัวระกันไง
จะชวนสุรการินซุ่มมาแล้วเซนตัวนั่นตั้มตักขจูเราทนเวทเอาตีน่าอังคาอันนี้ตาเชนขตาชวนอเมริจูขมีการาคันมีตั้มตักินอันเราหลอดินปุยเวทเอาปกติเราทนบิ๊ก
ทนบิ๊กเราว่าจุกันใส่จำลกันอ่ะดินอะไรละมาจวนขัดเดียวไว้ขัดสุรการินนะเราเป็กสักนูคันอันนี้คันอันมานี่ซุ่มเซงอิน second attempt third attempt แต่ปกคันอันมานี่ซุ่มเซงวิกคัน exam ค่ะexam fee pay in อันโลดลินพาเวทว่าจูบางจานอิสระอังคารเนี่ยอัดลอนเราบาเซกสระอังคารเนี่ยซุ่มอินเรนเจมที่อังไงมาวางยานินเองตินเงยมาอายทัศกเลยซุ่มเซงเคลมโซกันกัลปุยเทียงติค่ะกันไงตัวเฉาอรินอม
health worker medical ลำไก่หน่วยอินโลบอยปุยเนสตากันรำมาชลายตั้มตักเที่ยนกันมาโมวิอาวินินเชียเอ็นตินานกันรำดินมุนกันเชียjob opportunities ดานกันเชีย hospital จัดกันเชียazir ทวักจัดโปกันเชียกันเชียเทวิกันงะขตาหันอันสว่างเวรุยโดนนี่จุลัยตักจูตัวน่าอิงกัลปุยฮีชลายตั้มตักตานียนอัชวิอาระวังโมติค่ะกันโจดเล่ได้อย่างซื่อ
ชากันเดี๋ยวตัวก็ให้เทียนเตเลอูน่าเตอมปุยเตมาโลกาลีกันนาวิน BA azir Zirtirso nurse training tu asa hi ka tingal bat del atha hi ka tilu tuka tin ni chinga khan kan sei lang zokem ka shelova tuna ri chuan hey post covid nuwa UK nurse na atamma ase tuna chuanin le tin political thilawang te po in hetiang reng hi ani theyangem ti kan sei theilo mo chuwang chuanin ania zau zo ka internationally po globally po hemi Charkos ina relationship expand zel na po hi kan tan chon opportunity thalu to kani golden opportunity to ania tin UK hi eng tiaring hetiang hianin omanga tin all samdan tur kha eng angin nge ani zelang ti tuma ka soilok theilo mo chu wang chuanin abi kin thalai te nena ka ron sa du chu I khan china Dr. C Maina ron soi Germany opportunity kha ke chu at thale zwal ka tia mo golden opportunity pya lam nin ka sia achan chu hey tuna polsom pani kan han pasa mo polsom pani kan pasa enge ti tur kan selova mitam tak chuan mo BA kan han enroll ring wata ani lo le enge kan tuimya lo thil te po kan han te tam zo ki chon BA chu ta BA kan zo MA chu ta chumi kan zo chon enge job opportunity kan de kan thelo reng private school la sang claim te lo in kan thok don nge mo khatyang khan at thlona nar zuk zir thei ba ka at enge ni scholarship muwa an ma ni tong zuk zir kha Germany kha atha ka ti tin economy a po Europe hi mo nakin zel han enin a bright a future hi a bright kati tin ka Australia te po kharon saya mo tuma chukan la thon lo khang kha opening la ron om zel ani heng hi Australia te phe kha chuan helaya kumni anrama kumni chuta anram Australia raman qualified nurse ni tur kha ni ta mo khang te kha atha ka tilutu mo helaya nurse ina engeni contract na ingzat ngen hlo kan retrieva soi lang lo mai la ma selangin khunga an ma nis khang nurse vek te khan an zuk hlo the kha har sa de ma se han big tang lo chamya lo har sa deu ma se khut ain thlau na kha an chutin an chiar tur ka ti ve ni mo
alo mom le me chon pi mar wati a muna uk khuta zu ko mani boka zona pakhat kan zo le lokanga na chungchang kan soi na pialam hi chalai chuan kan ril ro te polo om ta chan chu na tho ngor kha ni lawa mishing nun lim risel nei tur chuan thil dang te po ha king te le ni chu lai chuan eng opportunity dang nge khulaya nurse lo thok te na opportunity an nei thei tur kha kalai kan min shil thei chuan
kan soi ta bol lo zat te thlengin mo enge lo tam dan te le tlem thei dan le tam thei dan te le e khatiang kha kan han soi ta mol la ni e lo hi mi tam takina kan kal chan ania a om boka chung te le ki ma ni e Mizoram kan pek let ve tur ta te puin kan thok bol ani ki ma ngei puina ka lo ti to thin te po ani a ki mek te po ani a iti ang i chumi pia lama ke ni i nurses khanin opportunity kan nga a i khuta chuan 37.5 or 40 up to 40 hours per week kha kan contracted hours ani a entinan mi in darka sompani a tho chuan a contracted hours ka ni thuma zo mai ni chu mi ni chuan nili kha hun ol nei ta ni machine kanin anglowa kan kal chana in anglo boka a thenin an hun ol zong a tho mo pan du line a then chuan khulaya uk explore te kan thil sha lo tam tak te I le travel around Europe te poni thei mo atiang khan kan neya tin I soi ang khanin kan du danin anglawa kan kal chana in anglawa chuan I abekin keni te po mani phak to ka han travel te khanuam kan ti a tin opportunity kan lo nei ngai lo wang khanin tuna Europe dar kan ni khat lek leka te kan kal zung theya tin kan tuna nurse misom ni don hi April a hian Italy Rome fang turin kan in pa sai me kan ni tin ke ENF hi kan omve a Evangelical Nurses Fellowship kan tia tharawa te inti chak thar ton na kan phak to kin kan du anga tam chong kan in khom theilawa in trong trai sak ton na te limnia in lompuya kan lungai nia interpui ton na atan mangin kan phak ang to kin kanin ngai sak to na khalai te kha khulaya UK nurse community kan nei tra an feel an smart lom ka chuang thin boka ke ma yan ka chuang so lo tura ka ngaya an feel lomani chuwang chuanin an ni po tuna kan mu pia lama hian an career opportunity an develop thei zel baka engtin nge anron mu chuanga entinan athente chuan kumnga atipo mani intipo an lei theyang mo chutiang in khunga abikin khopui te chuanin driving te necessity nia mani car te atherin car traviau te an lo du ni chuan khang te kha an lei theibok mo Mizoram chuan same qualification khan thil ol ani lo ni khatiang kha kum tam tak kum somtel tho te po ngai mei thei chutiang lai an ni chuan kum ni khat leka po khatiang kha opportunity an nei thei ni
til pakhat kan soilok ka soi thin pakhat chu nurse kan thon hi mo nichin kan healthcare workers iron tia te ro healthcare professionals si kan serve ani mo adang lamania healthcare workers tile healthcare professionals ti kha ton kan thon reng healthcare professional angin an kala registered nurse ang chawin an kal chu chuanin omzia chu khuta zan omna respect le dignity kenga lo chu thudang lo ni se mi ngai san mo hospital a po an tho dan te po thu nei na sang zo za om zo kin an thok India ram ne na compare chuan mo chu a hlut na ka ti a hi mun tren ka ta chuan healthcare workers kan ti hemi healthcare assistants ang tipo khanan kal thei tho ma se ke ni ina kan serve big le kan thona te hi chu health registered nurses ang vek chawin kan thon health engani care assistant healthcare assistants ang khan kan thon lo to na ri chuan mo to
Leni asoi zel don sa soi turatam ma nekina an coaching center ate po hian helai te po coaching ha pa te po hian alen lu thenga zo na nei tan chuan tin phone number kan tarla na te po hian zo na kan ne chuan kha alo zo fia theiranga ni ti lai kha anga event tan le kan tu le kan fa te heng lam zong kal tur kan lo du ni point an ne tang kan advice kan dom thei tura angai ta ila kalai kha anin hong ma ni ti khalo she taila ti chuan kan in kom na kan du to ka nga we might miss some important points to conclude our interview. Do you want to add some points?
No, I think that majority of the things we have covered, but just to sort of wrap it up and summarize all of the things, then I think that we have discussed about that how Charkos and MOC are working together to give the best opportunities available throughout the world. So how Charkos Global is helping you to build your international career as a healthcare professional, as Tatai has also mentioned. So it is, and all of the exciting opportunities. And out of this one, I think just want to emphasize on this one, that it is all free recruitment. Charkos does not charge anything for as a recruitment fees. It is once you are selected, once you are recruited through us, all of the training after that is free of cost. Even when we are training you in India, in Mysore, for your OSCE training, or when you are with us in UK, we provide you with accommodation and food as well, free of cost. So we are really working in order to make sure that the life is much easier for the nurses, and we pass the maximum benefits to them, so that they have a very smooth journey and a very good experience. So I think that please get in touch with us, with MOC, for your future career, and let us help you to reach your goal over there. Our details are there. Please contact us, our website, social media, follow us up. There will be lots more which will come up, more information. So we will wish and hope that all of you are able to join us and let us make that little difference to your life and enhance your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alati khan kanin kom na chu kan du to ka nga hanwai phone number kan tarla na hian zo fia du kan ne chuan in diklai penen zo theya kan program te atiro changa top thlenga milo thir saka milo ngai thak saka wangin kan lo me